stamps are one of my favorite ways to make cards really quick and easy. But have you ever tried to step up your background stamping? Well, it's really easy to do so when you have the MISTI stamping tool because it allows you to restamp your image multiple times in the exact same place, which is perfect for background stamps. I'm mounting this into my MISTI tool. My trick is to line the paper up onto the stamp before placing the paper into the other side of the MISTI. Then I sandwich it and flip it over, and I end up having the paper in the exact place that I want the stamping to be. I taped that down along the corners, and I'm going to start by stamping this beautiful background stamp from Simon Says Stamp in some melon ink. I'm covering the entire stamp, and I'm going to press that down. This is going to leave me with a beautiful tone-on-tone impression of this gorgeous lace pattern on top of this orange cardstock. Now that pattern looks absolutely amazing as is, but I'm going to make this look even more interesting by taking some more ink. This is some clementine ink from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to press that ink only along the edges of my stamp. I'm going to come in towards the middle about halfway and leave the center area completely free of ink. I'll press that down, and because the MISTI stamps it in the exact same place every time, I now have this really cool shaded effect on my stamped image. You can make this look even more cool by stamping a third layer, this time going only along the very outermost edges of your stamp, not going very far so that you don't cover over that clementine ink. You stamp it down again, and you're left with this really cool dimensional shaded effect that is so neat and adds so much interest to your backgrounds. Here's a few more examples how I've done some purple along the top and bottom of this cardstock, and then along the same lines of the orange cardstock, I did it in teal, pink, and then of course we have our orange piece, which is what we're going to be working with today. I just wanted to show you that you can do this in a variety of different ways and get really neat results every time. So I'm going to take this Lucky to Know You die, and I'm going to line this up into the center area of my panel. I'm going to be making a word shaker die, and this works really great if you have a big word or a big series of words, or if you put a bunch of word dies together, because you're going to see the sequins so much more easily when you have a lot more space to look at them. So you can see here we're going to have a lot of negative area to create our window and have a really neat set of sequins behind our word. Building a word shaker die is very easy. So I'm going to add some adhesive all around the negative area of this Lucky to Know You sentiment. I'm adding liquid glue around the letters itself, and the reason I'm doing this is because I need to attach a piece of acetate or a clear window packaging, any sort of clear plastic, over top of this negative area to create the window for my shaker. I also want to add in all of the inner areas of each of the letters to help form a more legible sentiment. You could of course skip this, but I really think it's worth the time and effort to attach these down and fit them back into place. If you want, you can use tweezers or maybe little embellishment wands to help place these little pieces back into place. Once I have my window ready to go, I can start adding my foam tape around my sentiment. This is where all of the sequins are going to be. I don't want them to go to the outer edges of the panel because nobody's going to see them there. So I'm just going to add some foam tape around the sentiments, that way the sequins stay in that area. I'm using some iridescent hearts, and I'm also going to bring in some seed beads. You can use any type of sequin or other types of embellishments that you want inside your shaker. I love having some iridescent colors popped into my shakers because they catch the light and turn different colors and it looks so cool. So I filled up my shaker well, and now I can take another piece of acetate and sandwich this into place, holding my sequins inside of that well. Now you could of course use cardstock, but I find I have really loved using acetate for the backing on my shakers, and the sequins move so much more easily on that acetate. It's a very slick surface, so they shake and move so well. I've got a piece of cardstock and a backer for my shaker here. This cardstock piece is orange peel, and I'm attaching it to the back of my shaker to be a nice orange color behind my sentiment. Then I'm going to attach that entire piece down onto a yellow cardstock card base, and that's going to finish up my card except for one final detail where I added a little tiny heart with some Nouveau glitter and added a really nice dimensional effect on that heart. So those were two really quick and easy techniques that allow you to create an amazing card in no time at all. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more inspiration. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye!